All right, this review brings back some nostalgia for me in that about 8 years ago or so, the very first beer review that I did for YouTube, or on YouTube I should say, was from this brewery in North Carolina, FarmVille, North Carolina, called Duck Rabbit. And I was looking back at it, and it was a really, really old video. Not the best picture quality. I think my wife was actually recording it at the time. She recorded the first few of my beer reviews and then said, "This is stupid, I'm getting out of it." So it was my job after that to record myself, which is fine. But I was kind of shocked to see that I never did another Duck Rabbit beer review. Not even their flagship, which is, I believe, a milk stout that they do. And I don't think I even did that. I thought I did, but no, I didn't. I did the barley wine style ale and nothing else. So, at least that I could see. If you could dig up a video of me reviewing another Duck Rabbit beer that I didn't come across, let me know. So yeah, it's amazing. And if you want the history of the brewery and where they started and all that stuff, more than you'll ever care to know about the Duck Rabbit, just go all the way down to my first ever video, and then maybe after that you can watch them all in order with your family. So this is their Wee Heavy Scotch style ale, which is exactly what it is. It's a wee heavy. As you can see, the duck has a Scottish hat on, which is very interesting. Proudly handmade in small batches in FarmVille, North Carolina. It's the number 78th beer in its style. Of course, we've done other beers in this style before, such as Dirty Bastard and Old Chub. So you can reference those reviews as well. So we're looking at somewhere between 6.5% to 8.5% ABV. Very, very malty taste to this beer. 25 to 35 IBUs. And according to the description of Wee Heavy Scotch Style Ale from Duck Rabbit, it's a full-bodied, deep copper-colored treasure. Bold and malty sweetness comes from a massive quantity of grain, complemented by some serious kettle caramelization. Flavor is rounded out by a warming alcohol sensation. It won the 2017 Silver Medal at the Great American Beer Festival. So let's open this up for our second review. It only took 8 years to do another Duck Rabbit beer. Maybe in the future I'll do some more in maybe 7 years. But hopefully sooner. So let's pour into this tulip glass and see what we got. And we have that, yeah, very malty looking caramel look to this beer. When you're thinking Scotch style ale, you're thinking of this exact look. Scottish ales and Scotch ales, and a lot of depth to it. Maybe a little darker, actually. It might be turning up a little darker on camera too. A little darker than I would have anticipated. But as you can see, definitely a chewy looking beer. Got a very thin head, maybe about a third of a finger. Aroma wise, yeah, I'm getting that very caramel molasses smell to it, laden with sugar. By the way, this is 8% ABV. I didn't get the IBUs. I didn't see that listed, but 8% ABV. So this is on the higher end of the Scotch ales, but yeah, definitely has the smell of it, of something pretty heavy. So taste-wise, yeah, very malty and sugary. Almost a little bit of a toasted bite to it in the back of the throat. And a hefty style beer. I mean, this is a heavy beer, a wee heavy beer, as they say. I'm getting a little bit of a dark fruit, almost like a Belgian strong dark ale-ish dark fruit taste. Like a close to like raisiny, maybe plum kind of taste, but just a hint of it. It definitely is very sugar forward, very molasses forward, which is kind of what you usually get from this style. Good representation of the style. Not usually my go-to. Usually I'll have one or two Scotch ales and I'm kind of done with them. I'm not really a Scotch ale aficionado. I like the style. I mean, I don't not like the style, but it's just something that doesn't really resonate as far as a go-to goes. I'm going to go ahead and give Duck Rabbit Wee Heavy Scotch Style Ale an 8.5 out of 10. I think the look hits the mark. The smell hits the mark. The molasses smell exactly what you want of this style. Very good taste. Has a little bit of a toasty bite to it and a little bit of that plum kind of taste in the back of the throat. I guess maybe I want it amped up as far as the maybe the aftertaste a little bit is that toasty aftertaste. Maybe a little bit more amped. It's not a perfect beer to me, but it's a very, very good representation of the style. I don't remember what I rated the other Duck Rabbit beer 8 years ago, but probably pretty good. And this is a pretty good one too, so I wouldn't deny it if it was offered. Wee Heavy Scotch Style Ale from the Duck Rabbit Craft Brewery, an 8.5 out of 10.